1. In the first draft of The Cup of Fire, there was a character named Mopsy Fleabert, an author who adores dogs. She once adopted Sirius Black because she thought he's a stray. 2. When Alfonso Cuarón, the director, requested the 3 lead actors to write an essay about their characters, Emma Watson had submitted a 16 pages long essay about Hermione Granger, while Rupert Grint didn't even finish reading the request, which is very Ron Weasley of him. 3. The name Harry Potter has been mentioned 118,956 times during the whole series. 4. J.K. Rowling got the character image of Snape inspired by her own chemistry teacher, Mr. John Nettleship. 5. Expecto Patronum in Latin means, I'm expecting a protector. 6. After the Hogwarts fight, the trio got their own frog chocolate card as an honor. 7. In the Gringotts disguises scene where Hermione acted as Bellatrix to break into Gringotts' vault, Emma had the scene in rehearsal so that Helena could analyze and reproduce the scene, while Emma answered hundreds of questions about Hermione. 8. After seeing Bellatrix using Crucio Curse on Hermione, Draco never calls her Mud Blood anymore. He grew to no longer care about bloodlines. 9. The first and the last word Dobby said was, Harry Potter. 10. In Ginny and Harry's wedding, George had danced with Ginny twice. 1 for him, and 1 for Fred. 11. Professor Flitwick has elf-line in his family, hence his small outlook. 12. James Potter was actually a chaser, not a seeker. 13. Stephen King claims that Umbridge is an incredibly built villain. 14. The actor who played Alistair Moody, Brendan Gleeson, and the actor who played Bill Weasley, Domhnall Gleeson, are actually father and son. 15. Daniel Radcliffe had spent 40 hours underwater for the second challenge in the Goblet of Fire. 16. 19 years after the Battle of Hogwarts, there's a brand new headmaster and a brand new teacher for defense against the dark art. After Voldemort lost his life, the jinx on the position disappeared, so the teaching position remains normal like other subjects. 17. After filming Fred's death in the Deathly Hallows 2, James fell asleep on the floor, so the crew just leave him there, then left for lunch. 18. Nymphadora Tonks's Patronus was originally a jackrabbit, but it changed into a wolf after she fell in love with Remus Lupin. Lupin's Patronus is a wolf, and Tonks's Patronus shifted to match his after she fell in love with him. 19. Snape has the same Patronus as Lily's is because he was deeply in love with her, and the grief and guilt he felt after her death may have caused his Patronus to change into a doe, or it already was a doe depending on when he first cast the spell. 20. Rupert Grint, Ron Weasley's actor, has arachnophobia, extremely fear of spiders. 21. Young Tom Riddle in The Half-Blood Prince is played by Ralph Fiennes' nephew. 22. All members of the Phoenix contact each other through their Patronuses. 23. Although standing out among her fellow wizards and witches in both studying and magical power, Nymphadora never once nominated as a prefect, for she was rebellious and absolutely uncontrollable. 24. Albus Dumbledore had a peculiar pocket watch. It was made of gold, had 12 hands, and instead of numbers, planets moved around its face. 25. The portraits in Hogwarts are not truly alive, but they are enchanted to mimic the personalities and behaviors of the individuals they depict. They can move, speak, and interact with their surroundings, but they are not sentient in the same way as living beings. 26. Jason Isaacs, who played Lucius Malfoy, once considered not going back to Harry Potter, expecting to have no lines. But then a meeting with J.K. Rowling, knowing that he's released from the Azkaban in the first chapter, he immediately agreed to come back. 27. Teachers of Hogwarts don't stay at school during Christmas. Only Filch, Hagrid, and Dumbledore. 28. The name Remus Lupin can be rearranged to Primus Lune, which translates to first moon in Latin. 29. In Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows 2, when George knows Harry's still alive, he turns to tell Fred, but no one was there. 30. Draco came to Fred Weasley's funeral. He found the twin to be hilarious, and he's deeply sad that he passed. 31. After the Battle of Hogwarts, Hermione found her parents in Australia and recovered their memories. 32. In the Deathly Hallows, Harry recognized that Hermione and Ron were holding hands. Hermione's Patronus is an otter, the animal that hold their partner's hand while sleeping. 33. In Greece mythology, there's a prophet named Cassandra, who got granted by Apollo, but cursed to not have anyone to believe her words. Professor Trelawney's great-grandmother, also named Cassandra,